A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic encounter, French President Emmanuel Macron and Chinese President Xi Jinping pledged to enhance cooperation on pressing global issues during their meeting at the Great Hall of the People in Beijing on Thursday. This meeting marks a pivotal moment as France prepares to assume the G7 presidency next year, setting the stage for critical discussions on international relations and economic governance. During this three-day visit, Macron, who has made multiple trips to China throughout his presidency, is focused on rallying support for a ceasefire in the ongoing war in Ukraine, a conflict that has escalated into Europe's most deadly crisis since World War II. With a growing trade deficit of 46 billion euros, $54 billion, recorded in 2024 between France and China, Macron is also keen on attracting more Chinese investment into the French economy. The meeting commenced with an elaborate welcome for Macron and his wife, Brigitte, from Xi and First Lady Peng Liyuan, which included a ceremonial honor guard and a display of enthusiastic schoolchildren waving flags. As Macron entered the hall, he greeted the crowd with gestures of goodwill, embodying the spirit of diplomacy that both leaders aim to foster. In their discussions, Macron emphasized the necessity for France and China to navigate their differences and work towards a more stable relationship. Xi reciprocated this sentiment, advocating for the establishment of more stable ties between the two nations. Their dialogue comes at a crucial time, as both leaders seek to address the nearly 4-year-long conflict in Ukraine. Macron has been vocal about the need for a balanced approach to peace talks, countering a US-backed plan that has faced criticism for aligning too closely with Russian interests. "We must continue to work towards peace and stability in the world, particularly in Ukraine and other war-affected regions," Macron stated, highlighting the conflict's implications for European security and the international order. She echoed this call for peace, affirming China's support for a ceasefire and a fair, lasting resolution through dialogue and negotiation. As Macron prepares to host the G7 summit next year, he urged Xi to collaborate with the group to foster a more equitable framework for economic governance on a global scale. The French presidency has reiterated the importance of China refraining from providing any support to Russia amid its ongoing military operations. Trade discussions were also a focal point of the meeting, with Macron's advisors outlining the necessity for China to increase consumption while reducing exports. This is part of a broader strategy to address the significant trade deficit the European Union faces with China, which currently stands at approximately $357 billion. Macron has previously advocated for the EU to lessen its reliance on China, particularly in the tech sector, emphasizing the need for a European preference to avoid becoming overly dependent on both US and Chinese technology companies. His remarks at a recent European summit underscored this sentiment, as he called for a more self-sufficient approach to technological advancement and economic resilience. In addition to trade and diplomatic discussions, Macron's itinerary includes a meeting with Chinese Premier Li Qiang and a visit to Chengdu, where he is expected to engage in discussions about panda conservation, following the recent return of 2 pandas loaned to France. She confirmed a new agreement on panda protection, acknowledging the French people's affection for these iconic animals and promising further cooperation in this area. This visit not only highlights the importance of Franco-Chinese relations, but also positions Macron as a key player in the dialogue surrounding global peace and economic stability. As the world watches closely, this meeting could have lasting implications for international diplomacy and trade relations in the years to come. Macron's efforts to unite major powers in pursuit of peace and economic cooperation will be critical as global tensions continue to rise. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.